Hi, we're Mike and Leanna of the Dry Campers. We travel the country installing solar in RVs.
We'd love for you to follow along on our channel and our adventures. We mainly do videos on solar installs, but we've got lots of stuff coming your way. Whether it's power management with solar, why solar could be for you, why we do what we do, and how we got started. And so follow along with our adventures. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
Oh, smash the like button and the little bell dingy thing.
Yep. And you'll be notified of all of our upcoming videos, and we look forward to following along with your adventures as well.
There's our village rally coming up, and guess who's going to be there? This guy and this girl. But we're not just going to be there as anybody. We're actually going to go as vendors.
We are vendors. We're also going in to meet new people and new friends, and we love the RV community, and we don't get to have quite as much fun as we would like to have, or maybe any right now, but see, he's already yawning.
I mean, it's like 9:30 in the morning, and I'm like...
But we will be doing an install starting that on Sunday for the rally, and so we're pretty excited about that. And I think that the client is going to let us kind of showcase that at the show as well. If you're coming to Live Oak to our village rally, then make sure to stop by our booth. We will have a banner up, and I don't know how many vendors are actually going to be there, so hopefully you'll be able to find us. But we will be outside. We won't be indoors. We will have two solar panels that are hooked up so that we can show how that actually works and how the app works with the Victron components.
So on our booth, it's a 20 by 20 booth, and everything is blue. So you should be able to find us. The tents, the tables, the whole dealio. And it'll be a live working display, so you can see what solar can power.
We'll be raffling off. We have a couple of prizes. The biggest one is the 55-inch Samsung 4K smart TV, LED, all that.
Blah, blah, blah.
It will be used in our display for slideshow, but all the proceeds are going to go to charity, and the charity that we have chosen is Together We Rise, which is helping foster children across the country. So we're super excited about that. We're super excited about just talking to people about solar, just helping people to understand a little bit more about solar, and then also meeting new people in this RV community. We're so excited about that, and making new friends. And the other two things that we'll be raffling off are sponsored by Battleborn. They are sending us a couple of raffle prizes. So we look forward to seeing you. Hopefully you'll stop by our booth, and we look forward to seeing you.
Good morning. Today we're starting another new install. Today we'll be working on a Solaire. I can't see the screen at all. Hope it's in frame. By Palomino. And this is a 316 RLTS. So this is a bumper pull, so they're usually pretty challenging on space. They already have two existing lithium batteries, which are in the container up front. Then we're adding three Battleborn lithium batteries to the system. We've got a couple of solar panels going up on the top. We also have a Multiplus, a 712 BMV, and we will wrap it up with a MPPT, and I think it's a 150-100. That way so they can add in the future. So let's get started. I spy a kitty cat. Good morning. Okay, so for planning, we're going to see, there's the power panel. We do have a furnace right here, and we're going to take a peek and see what's behind this wall. Let me back up a little bit, show you the whole wall. So there's the whole wall. And so now let's start taking it apart. Okay, so we've got everything pretty much removed, and going to the Multiplus, which will be right here. Then we have 2 existing lithium batteries. Okay, up on the front of the coach, we got 2 lithium batteries in each of these boxes. So we're going to disconnect all of that and then take the batteries inside to measure for placement. Now that the cover's off, do some investigating. And this is a Relion RB75. The charge voltage 14.6, float voltage 13.8. So this will definitely work with Battleborn. It's a little bit off. I'm going to call them to make sure that we're 100% that the 0.2 isn't going to hurt anything. If I can go up from 13.6 as far as the float voltage to 13.8, just see what they say about it. And then the charge voltage is also 0.2 volts higher. The Battleborn settings are 14.4 volts. So just going to call them, make 100% sure that this will work with their stuff. And then I come over to this battery, which is an RB80, which says 12.8 volts on it. So I've got to hop on the web real quick and see what the float voltage and charge voltage is on this, because I don't think that these are going to be compatible. I think this is just a lithium drop-in to not have special charge controller, something that you have to program and stuff like that. But if that's the case, when the dealer installed this stuff, these two are not compatible because of the voltage. This one will never charge up to full charge because it's a whole volt difference, 12.8 to 13.8. So, which is really unfortunate because they have 155 amps of lithium that they're probably only capable of using maybe 115, maybe at the most. It'd be 80 plus maybe about half of this one, which is 37, so we want about 117. So and they were saying that the batteries died relatively quick and they didn't understand why. Well, compatibility issue. The dealership didn't do their homework. So I'm not going to tell who the dealership is. It's just unfortunate that there's not more education to the dealerships of how this stuff works together, and it's not old school batteries where you just everything's the same and you hook it up to a charge controller and then everything works. Charge controller being a converter or something like that. Okay, another interesting find. This one is completely full of water. When the battery's sitting in there, it was up to here. You can see the water line. I don't even know if this battery is still going to work. So I'm going to test it, see how it does. Okay, so we've got our route figured out, and what we're going to do, oops, turn our light on. Alright, so this is our incoming shore power. We're going to take it and run it into the Multiplus. This is our power that goes over to the breaker box. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, it's going to come in out of here. I want to do the interrupt, and then I'll be doing the automation in between also, and then we'll get it mounted in there. So it's going to sit kind of right here, and then there will be a door here. So let's get it started. When the power shuts off from shore power, the inverter automatically kicks on for the Multiplus. Because it is a UPS, your TV won't even flicker. It's 20 millisecond, just like you have a computer plugged into an uninterruptible power supply, like under a desk or something, so that if the power goes off, you don't lose your work. Same thing with the Multiplus. It is a kind of a giant UPS. But anyhow, when the power turns off from shore power, it immediately flips over to invert. The transfer switch inside the Multiplus shuts off, therefore shutting the AC out too, which will be connected to the inverter line, the direct connect to the inverter, so that both inverters will invert at the same time. Now, the reason that I would prefer to leave the existing inverter in there is because if the refrigerator pulls 9 amps when it's running, that's about 100 amps of battery pulling off your battery bank while it's running, and also deducting from your 3000 watts on your Multiplus. So I like to leave them in place so that you have an entire Multiplus to run everything else in the coach. Okay, so the existing inverter is right there. That's what I'm looking for. And we have a black power cable coming in and going out. So now all I have to do is go look and see where the other end of that wire is. Hopefully it'll be at the junction box for power. Okay, so we look in here, and here it is. This is one that is black, or like a dark slate color. So now we're going to figure out which breaker it goes to. Check it on the breaker panel. According to this, it should be 4 to the right of the right main. So it'd be L2, fourth one over. So now what we do is we come right here, this one right here. Now I shut that one off. Now let's go turn some power on and see if the inverter is still off. Okay, so today's a new day, and finished with the Multiplus wiring last night and got it all situated where it's going to go in here, be vertical, and fasten down. Then I have 5 batteries to fit in this space, possibly looking at sliding and doing 1, 2, 3. I'm rerouting the ducting right now to see if I can recess down enough to get this to fit in here, which I've got it down to about this level now. So let's just see how this goes. And make some battery cables. Number 2. Number 2 in place. Now, he's getting some shading from this. There are 4 bolts underneath it, which you can undo, turn it 90, put it back down. Shading won't be near as bad or definite like that. It'll definitely get some shading, so gotta make the change. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I've got my hole ready. I've got a vent right here and I know where this vent is in the bathroom. So now I'm going to measure from the center of this hole to the center of that vent and then see if I can figure out where this hole is when it comes close to the living room. It looks like, sorry about that. It looks like our number in between the brackets is going to be roughly 26.5. Maybe 22 to 32 is 10, so it'll be 27. So 27 inches from the center of the vent on the inside through the wall, and then over to the hole that I have going up. So let's go downstairs and measure that. We have a seam that's right here, and that seam lines up right here also. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure the center of this. 13.5 is 6.5 plus 1/4, 6 3/4. So I go to right here. Sorry, I'm using the camera. 4 inches. So 4 inches from this side of this line is the center of the vent. So it was 27 inches upstairs on the roof. So if I add 4 inches, that would be 31 inches, which would get me about to the center of my hole, which is going to be on the other side of this wall inside this small cavity here. That's what I'm aiming for, because right on the inside of this wall, right here, right in there, right here, is the pipe. That was the vent that was right here, and I'm should be about right there. I'm hoping, at least that's what I planned. So I'm going to set you down. 31 inches is right over this wall. It's right here. My main concern is that I don't get too far that way and be into the bathroom ceiling whenever I come out into the exposed space. And I can't drill from here up using this chase because there's way too much wiring. So what I may do is I may open this wall up and then manually make a hole right here, because that's about where I am up above. It's 31 inches, which I'll still be able to get to. So I believe that's what I'm going to have to do, is open the wall up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so RV manufacturers are notorious for doing this, and this is what threw me backwards about 3 or 4 inches, is this right here, that bend towards the back of the RV. Couldn't see it inside the wall, so that's why I ended up a little bit further back than I expected to be. So now what I'm going to do is measure right here. Alright, let's see if I can do this all at once. Okay, so from there to the center of the pipe is 8 inches. Now I'm going to go back up on the roof and see if my hole is 8 inches from the center of the pipe to the to the front of the coach. Okay, center of the pipe, 8 inches is exactly where I am. So I'm going to go downstairs and manually make a hole so that I can kind of get my bearings. I think I should be in the clear. If I go just angle this back this way just a little bit, I think I'm going to be okay. So let's go check. 8 inches to the wall. I'm right in line with the vent. So I'm going to make a small hole right here and just see, oh, there's my wires. So I know I'm really close because I've found all of these wires. So I know that I'm super close. There's the chase. So I know that right here I should be able to cut this wood right here and have access to my hole. So I'm going to do that real quick. One of the signs that you're looking for whenever you do this and you're going from inside to outside is light. That is a good sign. So I'm right on point with exactly where I needed to be. Make this a little bit bigger, clean it up a little bit, and then get some big wires run through there for the solar.
If we happen to see tears in the roof or something that has already penetrated the roof to where it could potentially have leakage later or whatnot, we go ahead and fill that in with Proflex that we use up on the roof. Since we're already up there, we just do that as a common courtesy to the client, and that's what you see for the white blob near the front panel.
See you on the road.
I got that part out. It's pretty good for me.
Yeah, that's good.
You need to say all those things.
Why? Okay. So you're not going to say anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. But we do have a lot of other things in our
Pipeline.
I was going to say like hat.
Like
No.
rabbits.
Like, I was thinking magician, like, you know.
You pull it out of the hat.
Yeah. Anyways, tricks out of the hat. That's kind of what I was thinking. But anyway.
So now that we have heads. Just picking on her.
Give me such a hard time. First it was that thing, now it's the head.
I'm giving you a hard time.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna talk?
Oh yeah, so now it's your part.
It's my part, huh? Okay. So we
I'm about to put mine down now.
Marcus is over there. He's out here cleaning our camper. So
Yes. Shout out to Marcus.
Looks phenomenal. Does
Which
he have a
is-
business name?
Yes, hold
He
on, it's
does.
right here. Mil Spec Mobile Detailing. He has done an amazing job. The rig looks better than it did the day
Then
we
we
bought
purchased it. Yeah.
So
Now, and having said that, I mean, he spent all day yesterday, and he came back this morning to finish it up. He hasn't.
yes,
Yeah.
and
No, we
now,
did get a wash and a wax.
we're
though.
getting a wash
Oh,
and a
there
wax.
he is.
So we're gonna pause. We'll be back in a minute. We have.
We'll have what?
I was gonna say we have a 55-inch smart.
I was gonna keep that a secret.
Oh, well, you can edit that out.
That's okay. If you would, should we tell? We can
Yeah.
tell. Okay, so what we are going to raffle off is a 55-inch Samsung Smart LED 4K TV. So, I don't know many people that need a 55-inch, but you know, we have a 65-inch, so why not?
We
Sorry.
needed it.
I give him a hard time about that.
Believe me, I give her a hard time. She gives it right back in other ways.
Oh yeah, we have to keep up with each other.
That's right.
No, but
You know how they say peace out?
mhm.
Camp out.
Oh my.
Camp out.
No.